Well, welcome back to another episode of my Ultimate Iron Man. I sound more excited than I probably should be for this, but we just got a Dragon Plate Skirt drop from Vorkath, which is very, very good because we can now make a stash unit for something I've been holding on to for a long, long time, the Dragon Chain Body. This is another good one because it's just a free bag space, and this was something that I wasn't using. I have a bunch of things. It's ancient staff, arguable whether I should have that. Elven Signet, regen bracelet. All those are things that I think most UIMs would not have themselves, but I can at least make reasons. I have my own reasons for why I want those. I have uses for them. Dragon Chain Body, not really. But now we'll be able to take that out of the bag whenever we want. Not right now though, because I don't feel like rebagging currently, at least until I finish this grind of Zora. So for the time being, I will just go ahead and put this as my last spot in my looting bag, but I will definitely rest easy knowing that we're going to have a spot freed up after I'm done with this little grind here. But of course, Zora. But I already call Vorkath Zora? I did that a bunch at the end of my last video. I noticed when I was editing. But Vorkath, we are smack in the middle of a grind for Vorkath. Just a little like mini grind. It's about that time to free up another UIM slot, and that is the Ava's Assembler. It will be a bit of a downgrade. I don't remember entirely, but I'm pretty sure I'll put the stats comparison now. I think the main difference is with another Vorkath's head, we will be able to put that into the range cape, which we do have. We are 99 range, by the way. And then that'll have the effect of the Ava's Assembler, but not the range strength. So the range strength is nice. We do have an Anguish now, so that'll kind of offset that. We get a little bit more defense bonus from the cape, which I think is probably going to be more preferred for me. I mean, DPS is always nice, but the biggest thing is we will be able to store it. Oh, well, I can't show you now. But we'll be able to store it in the cape rack. So, that's one less, that's not even a bag space. That is an inventory spot that I have to always have on me if I'm doing things dangerous, because I don't want to lose that. So that'll be really, really nice to have freed up for my account. And also on top of that, if I go ahead and do task here, you can see that I currently have a General Grador task assigned to me. I unlocked like a boss in secret last time and managed to get a Bandos task, which is great because it's about time that I started doing and all of the God Wars dungeon bosses, but definitely General Grador for sure, because just would love to get any of the Bandos pieces, even the boots. Hey, that's a master clue, so I wouldn't mind getting that. Although tacets or chest plates would definitely be, the chest plate is the big one I want, because I don't really have I'm looking for an upgrade for my obby plate. Even though it is storable, I do the Bandos chest plate is a big upgrade, so I definitely would not mind having that. But the plan for right now is once I finish Vorkath, I will get my stuff in order, and then I'm going to try and learn the 6-0, 7-0, kind of the weird like BOWFA run under, red X door altar method. I think it has different variations, different names. I've heard it can kind of be a little daunting and difficult to learn. I'm hoping maybe having the bonus from the Slayer helmet will make that a little more bearable. And I only have to do 35 kills, so I just kind of want I want to dip my feet in some of this content and also give you guys something, spice it up a little bit, because I've really been enjoying, for playing and AFK purposes, being back to Slayer these last couple videos. But I know, it doesn't always make the best content if I don't get drops. It's at the end of the day, I am just playing the game. So hopefully that with some Vorkath bossing and then some General Grador attempts, you guys will really enjoy this video, because it's going to be my last one of the year, and I really want it to be a nice one so we can finish with a bang. And I guess the game just wanted me to, build that stash unit, because I died very shortly after I got that D-skirt. Thankfully we'd already, lost our stuff in Hesport. We died last episode, which I don't think I said in the episode, but all we lost was some home teletabs, the Abyssal Lantern, which I was willing to lose, figured it would happen before we went back to Guardians, and then the Ring of the Elements, which I probably shouldn't even have bought in the first place. I was one of those things that I was maybe going to drop over to my other account because it's worth like $1 million. But again, it's the same issue as the whips. Unfortunately, that was only like a 1k alc, so it really wasn't super worth it to get that. Unfortunately, unlike Hispori, this costs 100k to get our stuff back, and not just 1k, so, or 25k. 1k would be nice. So we're gonna be a little, not in the hole, but Vorkath is not nearly as much of a money printer for irons as it seems to be for normal accounts. Because I've made, I would say I've probably made 500k, 600 maybe if you don't include my death fees. And Runelite says I've made like 2.5 mil right now worth of supplies. So there's definitely some discrepancy there. Oh, and I came to but I actually think I want to do the proper watchtower teleport for this one. And then the stash is right here, inconspicuous great master. And then I think it should be, oh, I don't have the bull roar yet. That's right. I knew I was forgetting something. All right, now we can just go ahead and toss that in there. And that's one looting bag space freed up and another master clue we can do. Oh, it's Christmas morning. I haven't got a drop yet, but I just got my new PB. First time getting under 2 minutes, 153. I don't want to say I, assume that would be a combat task, but if you'd asked me, I would have said it probably would have been because, that seemed to be the barrier for me of trying to get good times. But I think the Vorkath combat tasks are actually like kind of crazy. Let me pull them up real quick. So we've got, oh, okay, well, just there's the KC ones, yeah, using only melee weapon, kill the zombified spawn without using crumbled undead. I just saw somebody, I think it was Bodhi or a friend was doing that. I think they used the dark bow to do that. And then hit Vorkath 12 times during the Athens. Oh, that's the Wook walk, which I think I tried to do that like once or twice when I've had a lot of health and I felt good, and I can't do it. I thought it was just like more like, oh, okay, you just got to be tick perfect with click and then continue walking, but it didn't work. Maybe you need you have to have the blowpipe or something, but I don't know. Okay, 1 minute and 15 seconds is the speed one, and then kill 10 times without leaving the area. I think that's more doable when you have anti-fires and whatnot. Kill Vorkath with only your fists is pretty funny. 54 seconds or less is the super speed one. I don't think I'll be getting any of those during this grind. Well, I just recently said I didn't think I would get any of the combat tasks, and you see I accidentally got the zombie destroyer one, which is to kill the spawn without using crumble undead, and completely unintentional. I actually misclicked. I had clicked crumble undead and then went back to my inventory and without hitting escape by clicking, I didn't realize that would get rid of the prompts to cast it, so I actually just attacked it, but I killed it in one hit a 38. So could have been, it wouldn't have killed me. I had enough health and I was eating up too because I realized that I had messed up in the moment, but it was a nice little surprise to get a combat task there. Oh, died again. I've only got 3 kills left. I'm so pissed. I was gonna say in my final clip, but I guess I'll just say it now. I'm definitely glad to be gone with Vorkath. I can't do much more of this boss without learning how to Wook walks, which I don't think I can even do with the BOWFA, or else it's much more difficult than I think it would probably be. But Vorkath is low-key a really boring boss to kill. I don't know. Maybe just because I had to go do a little bit of Corrupted Gauntlet to fill up my or to refill up my crystal helm. But man, Vorkath, even compared to something like Zora, which I feel like I've really got to learn to get good at and master, Vorkath is just real boring. Ooh, pretty stressful to Wook's walks like that. But this is gonna be my last Vorkath kill. Should be. It was pretty fast too. It might be a PB, I don't know. Oh, I thought that was for the speed one, but it wasn't. No, it wasn't a PB. I saw 153 and then thought I got that, but no, I did not. But Vorkath Veteran, 50 KC, and of course there's my guaranteed Vorkath's head, and that is going to be it for our time at Vorkath for now. Was a fun little thing. It was good to kind of get to learn a boss. I feel like I do know Vorkath enough to grind it out consistently, although I would like to learn how to Wook walk or get better gear, before I come back. But, it could be potential fun, if I get a Slayer task and, want to do a stream or something, that could be a good boss to do. Alright, I think, can we just talk to this guy? Does he just sell the cape in stock? He does have a trim range cape. Go ahead and buy that. And then we can use our Vorkath head on it. I believe we just use, not use it on the cape, not the hood. infuse Vorkath's head into your ranging cape. Okay, yes. So we now have the power of the assembler, as in like, you know, the ammunition saving abilities, and we, you know, don't need to actually have the assembler. We can just wear the ranging cape. Now, the good thing, of course, is the ranging cape is storable, and also that applies to any future ranging cape or max cape we'll ever get. We don't ever have to get another Vorkath's head to do that. I think since we do have the anguish, overall this is a pretty big upgrade, and especially the fact that it is storable is going to be a huge upgrade, because we no longer will ever have to have this one spot that I said last time is just going to always be in our inventory. We're, you know, just not gonna have to have that, which is good because we already have crystal top and bottom pretty much anytime we're doing anything. So frees up a little bit of space, you know, even if it's only like one extra potion or one extra piece of food that I can bring for a boss task, that could just mean one more kill, you know, a kill I wouldn't have normally gotten. It can be very, very big. As far as the assembler itself, I don't think you can actually alch it, even though it has an alch value. You cannot. So I think we're just gonna have to drop it and bid it farewell. It has definitely been around on our account for not a crazy amount of time, actually. I don't think I got it like this year. I haven't had it forever, but it's time to say goodbye, unfortunately. Ava's assembler, you served us well. We've moved on to bigger and brighter things. Just finished up the holiday event. It was pretty okay this year. A little short. I think it's one of those things where it's like it would have worked better if you could play the mini games against other people, which maybe you could. I mean, this is the day after Christmas, so this event's been out for a while. But you know, it was still enjoyable. These rewards are pretty cool. You got this little like nutcracker Santa outfit, this nice little Santa crown, which I imagine most people will probably wear. Looks pretty cool. I, however, love the festive nutcracker hat, because it gives you little rosy cheeks. Look at that. That's so adorable. That's awesome. That might be my go-to, like, you know, fashionscape hat from now on. That's really, really cool. Then you also, there's a sack of coal and the naughty and nice list. I'm on the nice list, of course, if you couldn't tell. The reason I want to do this is one just because it's Christmas, but also I wanted like a nice backdrop for opening these 15 medium clues that I got. But I forgot that doing holiday events really fills your inventory up, so I gotta get rid of these things. I'm pretty sure that none of these are really worth much of anything anymore, so I think the nutcrackers might be worth it a bit. Okay, those are pretty high, but everything else is, you know, not crazy. All right, this is a very festive backdrop. I'm happy I did this. I'm here. I got 15 great presents from underneath the Christmas tree, and I'm just hoping that one of them will have ranger boots in them. Am I gonna have to go and try and do a master clue? Oh. Okay, so I'm thinking to myself, like, whenever I get the BOWFA staff on, I'll try and, like, you know, camp moss giants and do that. But that's gonna guaranteed take a long time to get, so we're not gonna go for that one. The next time we get a master screw, the next time we get a BOWFA step, I probably will try and grind moss giants, you know, just in case, or not just in case, but you know, as long as I'm not doing anything important. Like, you know, right now, General Grotto, I promised that last video, I want to do that, you know, before the end of the year. I don't have time to waste on any of those. But oh, we're getting quite a couple uniques, actually. Unfortunately, most of them have been repeats, so, you know. We'll open one more, third of the way through. Ranger boots yet? No. Finally, a new collection log slot. No ranger boots, but it is black elegant legs. I like the color of that. And then the unicorn mask. I thought we had gotten the white one, but that wasn't a new for collection log, so maybe that's gonna be new. I don't know. Either way, it's still pretty cool. Oh my gosh, two presents in one. We got a nice golden skirt and the Hosidius banner. Not exactly what I wanted, but you know, I could never get mad at getting a gift. Oh, last chance probably of this year for ranger boots. Can we get them? No, that was a pretty bad one. Okay, no, I'll make an effort to get a 550 just for a nice round number. But also, we are looking very, very good for our collection log. 101 out of 115 for mediums. So that is really, really good, actually. Well, trying to get prepped for Bandos has probably been some of the most conscious I've ever been of inventory management and space on a UIM. And one of the things I feel pretty bad about right now is that I don't have the upgraded rune pouch yet, because I'd like to be able to have runes in there for summoning thralls, which I'm going to try and do. And I've elected to, before I usually have nature runes, law runes, and then dust runes in there, so I can always get around to my house, and a couple other, and also alching and whatnot, because usually I have my Tome of Fire on there. But I would like to have cosmics and fire runes in there right now, so I've already got most of my laws in the looting bag. I'm going to just get rid of those or sell them beforehand, but I've had a big sack of nature runes for a while. And as before, I think what most people do is you just, you'd probably keep like 1 or 2k on you, and then because you don't use that many of them, but and then if you ever run out, you just go and buy them, because the big thing generally is like you base what you high alch of, you start high alching things once you profit, if you consider that you've bought nature runes. But most of these have just been from PVM and stuff across the ages, so we're actually going to get quite a bit of money from these. It's probably long overdue that I've done this. I promise I'm going to go and I probably actually would, if I was getting ready to get down and grind Bandos for a couple hundred kills, I definitely would have gone and gotten the thread first of all. But like I said, year's ending, I just want to go ahead and dip my feet in this and get my Slayer task done, and maybe get lucky with some drops, and basically just try and learn the content so I can be better prepared for it next times. And it looks like we're going to get a little over 1 mil from these nature runes. Not too bad. Well, I was making good progress this week, guys, and then my computer started giving me some trouble. As you can see, 2 days since I've last logged in. I was all set here at Bandos to try and start. You see, I've got, I got some tiles marked here from a video by Quick OSRS. I'll link it in the YouTube underpants down below. But gonna try this Bandos method. It actually seems fairly straightforward. If I have time, if I get it down, I'll do like an example. But essentially you just you stand here, you shoot, and then you keep running back and forth and shooting. Like when you're running to the left, you shoot when you're on the red tiles. When you're running from the right, you shoot when you're on the green tiles. It's, I think it's mainly avoids having, like, if you get it right, you just don't take any damage from Bandos, pretty much, or he never even gets a chance to attack you. So we'll see if I can get it going. I think it'll probably be a struggle to get started. I don't know how much I'm going to be able to fit into this video, because it is now December 31st, New Year's Eve, and I would like to get this up by New Year's Day, or by today, actually. But I did promise Bandos this episode, so I don't really know what's going to happen. Hopefully this won't be too bad. I imagine I'll probably mess it up sometimes, but wish me luck, and hopefully this is not going to go too terribly. Oh, and yeah, it didn't go well. What is my ping on this world? I would hope it's good. Yeah, 28. I guess I just, as with most things, looks a heck of a lot easier when you're watching someone on YouTube do it than it does when I'm, watching myself do it. Guess I'll try again. I did it, guys. I got 1 kill. As you can tell by my inventory, I definitely didn't get the method all the way down. That's for sure. Can you actually, I wonder, can you cast alchemy when you're not on the spell book? Okay, you can. That's really, really nice. I guess that's probably why they suggest you bring it. But yeah, I am doing better. I think I've kind of got the method and the timing down. This one was just weird where I think I messed up at the start, and I got either the world was, I think I just had the full rotation like off tick, like we're even, like I know how to you can reset it halfway through where it's you just wait, rather than doing the full rotation, you just stop attacking, go back to the start position, and just wait, do the same thing, and kind of restart it. And that wasn't working. So I don't know if maybe it's just like I have bad ping. I usually, like, I just logged on because I was in God Wars Engine already. I usually think I have pretty good ping for the worlds. 38 isn't great, so maybe it was just the ping or something, but I probably messed it up a little bit too, I think, when I was going in, because there was a bit of a lag or delay. But I think it's, hopefully I can get it figured out sometime soon. Oh, boys, I got it. First two kill trip. I think I've got it. You got to have a good world, but when you can get it down, you get it down super smooth. I'm even protecting from range now. Like, I've got that part down. I probably could have even gotten a 3 kill trip there. I just misclicked once, and then I didn't have any food. Like, it would have had to been perfect, and I messed up once. So just decided to teleport out and be safe. I did go ahead and get an elite combat task, you can see there. I'm curious what it is. Org freeze. It could just be killing him without ever getting hit by Groudor. If I had to guess, I'd say what it was. Yeah, without him attacking any players. So for my first time getting a second kill trip, I mean, obviously that means you're doing it right if you get that. So I'm pretty happy because that was like my 5th time. Well, actually, I killed him 5 times. So yeah, that was my 4th trip because I got 2 kills that time. So like, you know, and I've also had some unsuccessful trips too. So I wasn't getting ready to give up, but I was starting to feel a little burnt out because, you know, you can only go there and get KC and then have to resupply for a 1 kill trip or you use all your food so many times before it gets to you. But I think I've got a hang of it now. I'm quite getting the hang of it now. I think I've upgraded to the point where I no longer need staminas. And I just got my first 3 kill trip. I've gotten a couple 2 kill trips since the last time I talked. One of them I found out was on a 100 ping world, so things are really looking up for me. I'm having a lot of fun doing this. I highly suggest you guys check this out if you have the BOWFA. It's really fun once you get it down. Gonna go ahead and try and do an example kill here since I've already got 1 kill, so I should be able to get him in this setup pretty easily. Apologies if I don't talk a lot. This doesn't require like an insane amount of concentration, but you do just have to constantly be aware of like whether or not you've gotten your clicks in. It's very much similar to Gauntlet in the sense that one of the best pieces of advice you can get is just to be confident in your clicks and then really try and get that muscle memory down, where it's like rather than like, you know, when you start, definitely just specifically wait till you see when you're on your tiles, but then once you've actually gotten into it, you can get a good flow, you can know when you're actually on your tiles, and then you see like that, it just goes super smoothly once you've gotten that in there. And then I'm going to stop talking now and try to prayer flick, which I don't often do because I'm kind of bad at it. Oh, well, the last kill was not a pretty one by any means, but I'll at least say to wrap up the minions, that's Bandos done. Very happy with how it went overall. I didn't get any drops. Obviously, I shouldn't have expected to. I think even for any like unspecific piece of the armor, including the boots, I think it's like a 1 in 120 percent chance, but percent, you know, 1 in 120 chance to get it from Bandos himself. And of course, we only have 36 kills total. But I am very happy with how this went. I was averaging probably about 2 kills. I was just starting to get to the point enough down where if I can make sure I get a good world. I can usually get 3 if, you know, my clicks are right, and I think the biggest thing I struggle with is that I don't have a perfect like camera angle to figure it out, so where I can always, you know, see the door and, you know, have like, I wish I could get rid of this thing right here. It's this, so I guess I can move it a little bit. It's just so annoying. I wish I could just like take it off. It's very bad. But other than that, I'm very happy with the progress I made just for learning things. It was, you know, we've only made like 425k, so it wasn't anything, you know, insane, but the experience I got from this was, you know, it's worth its weight in gold, I would say. I think I will definitely, you know, full on do this every time I get it for a Slayer task. I was very happy with that. I don't want to quite start grinding it yet. I'd say either one more upgrade, either Ranger boots or maybe if I get like Rigor or something, that would be enough for me to feel good. I didn't quite, something was missing where it's like I don't know. It's just that I, you know, taking too much damage. Like people say they can get like 30 kill trips, you know, doing this, something like with, you know, pretty much the same amount of supplies I bring, and I just don't see how that could happen. Even though I said I wasn't, you know, flicking against the minions, I did eventually. They kind of started doing that. I'm not like insane, you know, flicking against all 3, but you know, I would do between like mage and range or mage and melee sometimes, you know, and you know, mitigate my damage. It just still wasn't. You know, I think my record was still a 4 kill trip. I never surpassed that. So I don't know. There's still definitely room for improvement, but I'm very happy to have Bandos kind of like in the toolbox now of something that I feel like I can do without much struggle. Decided to do a little power mining because I was very close to a level, and I would still, even though it's already past the new year, I would still like to hit that goal of 2100, you know, right around New Year's time, just for my own sanity. And with this level 82 mining, we are one step closer to that goal. I didn't miss it. I didn't miss it technically. You guys don't get any fireworks or sound effects, but there's 92 fishing. Look, my guy just wants to get right back to it. And as you can see down there, 2100 total on the account. Not quite in time for New Year's. It is the January 3rd right now, so I didn't quite make it. But hey, 2100 total is still a very nice number. And we are got another skill halfway to 99. And I just did some math. If you like consider, you know, 92 being halfway to 99, 2116 total level would be the technical like halfway to maxing. That's just how many that means that would be the number if you have all your skills at 92. So I don't know, people might have different opinions, like, oh well, some skills are easier to train than others and yada yada yada, but this is 2116 might be nice little fun, you know, halfway for the account. I am going to go ahead and end it here, though. Bit of a, you know, uninspiring end for the episode, but I was happy that I'll just be able to get this episode out. I put out a community post on New Year's Eve because I wanted to get an episode out then. My computer's giving me a lot of problems, but thankfully I'm just waiting for a couple more parts to come in. Should be coming in the next couple days, and I can build a new computer. Hopefully get all this figured out. I do have a couple clues here. I got 2 beginners, and then strangely I got an elite casket from doing the fish here. So beginners are always worth it, as we will see right there. Hey, we at least got, you know, something that's worth it to Alk. And then elites, what do we got? Oh, not much, but we did get a master clue scroll, so maybe I'll have that for the next episode. But if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. The support this year and even just the last month has been incredible on the channel. I really do appreciate it. I think this account's going to go in great places for the next year, and I just hope some of you stick around to see where it is. As I said in my community post, I will be taking next week off. So this is going to go up whenever this video goes up. I think it'll be probably the 6th for you guys, Friday. I probably won't upload the next Friday, just so I can make sure I have time to build my computer and get everything all figured out. But then after that, I'd like to try and do weekly videos, you know, if possible. I think I've been making pretty good progress on that so far, and hopefully there shouldn't be any, you know, hiccups that come in between that. But, you know, hope you had a good holiday season. Hope you guys all have had a good year so far, and I look forward to what's coming next.